I want to share this true life story with you that I heard in one forum I belong to. I want you to listen to this story and be a judge in this story. I want you to share your honest opinion, what you think about this. There are two friends, let's call them Jessica and Sandra. Jessica and Sandra were childhood friends from their secondary school to university, and they graduated. Jessica got married while Sandra was still single as at the time of this story. Both of them got a job into a multi-million-dollar company. The owner of this company is a powerful, wealthy, and influential man, but he has a weakness. He sleeps with any woman he sees. Because of that, he has had several lawsuits. People have been charging him for sexual harassment and all that. He has gone to court several times, paid for damages and all that, but he has not stopped, which I think it's a weakness. For the context of this story, this is a true life story that happened somewhere in Eastern Africa. So in case you stumble on this story again, just know that this is a true life story. So this man, like I told you, is powerful, he's wealthy and influential. So the boss started asking Jessica, the married one, out. He was giving her promise, I will promote you, I will take you abroad, I will buy a house for you abroad, this and that, this and that, this and that. And Jessica turned him down because she was married. Along the line, Jessica had a problem, a life-threatening problem. Jessica's son had leukemia. They were taking him from hospital to hospital, so the boy's health was draining money from she and her husband. One day, they met a specialist who told them they will fly him somewhere, that he knows somebody and somebody, medical term that I cannot even go into those long details. So they needed money for flight. The flight will need Jessica, the doctor, and the child, because when you are traveling with a sick person, you need a specialist, and they call it a caregiver, like a specialist and person that will care for the sick person. So they needed money for flight ticket, they needed money for the treatment and everything. Jessica was looking for money towards the life of her child. So she was running helter-skelter, and the only person she could turn to that would give her that large chunk of money was her boss. She went to her boss and begged the boss. The boss said, okay, I will give you my private jet to fly the child abroad. I will assist you with the money, but on this condition where I'm going to sleep with you so and so times, and this and that and this, all that. Jessica did it. She had no other choice. So she slept with the boss for the time that he recommended. They flew the child abroad, they treated the child. Unfortunately, they lost the child. So in her moment of grieving, Jessica told Sandra, her friend, that after all I suffered, I even slept with our boss to be able to have access to a private jet and money, yet I still lost this boy. Sandra started accusing her. You have no shame. You are a married woman. Nothing in this life should make you to be unfaithful. Nothing in this life should make you step out of your marriage because of money. Look, the child still died. You still lost the child. Even upon all you did, you are shameless. I am ashamed to call you my friend. And Jessica told her that, Sandra, in this life, everybody has a price. It depends on what you are selling. It depends on what that person has to sell. As at that time my child was sick, I had something to sell, which was my body, to get the money I was looking for. It is unfortunate that my child did not survive, but everybody has a price. Sandra was shouting, there is no price to step out of your marriage. There is no price. There is no, you're not a commodity. I don't have a price. Everybody's integrity is different. Sandra talked and talked, and she left. Jessica's marriage eventually ended when the husband got to know about all that. So Jessica left the job. Her marriage ended, her son died. She had to resign from the job because it was too much for her to handle. Not too long, the boss channeled his attention to Sandra. Started asking Sandra out. Sandra turned him down vehemently. Turned him down with strong words. I will resign. Not too long, Sandra's fiancé had a problem at his place of work. He works in a warehouse where they offload things and they store things. So one day some things were broken. The things were broken, and they found out that they were the last people that left the warehouse, so they were arrested. They were charged to court. Sandra's fiancé was looking at jail term. Sandra was running up and down to get a good lawyer. Before this, Sandra and the fiancé got engaged. They were expected to get married in 3 months. When all this police case happened, Sandra was running helter-skelter to get a good lawyer to get the boyfriend, the fiancé, out of that issue. Guess who she turned to? The boss. The boss is a powerful man. He knows people. He has the contact of people. So Sandra turned to the boss, and the boss is like, Satan, nothing goes for free. So the boss told him, you are like a friend. You want me to connect you to a lawyer. You want your, okay, look at my terms and conditions. And you know the terms and conditions to sleep with him. Sandra did not even think twice. Sandra slept with the boss. That was how Sandra's boss got a good lawyer for Sandra's fiancé. They built, Sandra's fiancé was discharged on conditional bail. The boss was the one that raised the money, and it was the surety for the bail term. 1 month to the wedding, Sandra discovered that she was pregnant for their boss. So she called her old friend Jessica and confessed to Jessica and asked for advice. So Sandra asked Jessica, what do I do? She doesn't believe in abortion to commit murder. She doesn't want to give birth to a child that is not for that guy. And she's scared that if she tells that guy that she's pregnant, the wedding will be over. So she was confused, like, what should she do? If you were Sandra, would you go for an abortion and commit murder to the first child in your womb? Or would you tell your fiancé and risk that he calls off the wedding and breaks up the relationship? So which will you do? This should be your honest opinion. Every person's opinion is welcome. See you on my next video. Bye.